Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to make a nice crunchy chicken stir fry. Okay, so we have our chicken fillets here, and we have our veg. We bought some veg that's already prepared: carrots, mange too, and broccoli. And we have some peppers, red, green, and yellow. We have some garlic, some onions, and we have some mushrooms here. And we also have our noodles. Okay, so we have a nice black bean sauce to go with the stir fry. Okay, so all the ingredients here for 4 portions, you're basically talking about €15. 15 euros for the 4 portions of the crunchy chicken stir fry. Okay, so we're going to get stuck in now to started the first process of getting the vegetables ready from the stir fry. So we have our garlic peeled, we have our onions peeled, and we have our peppers peeled and de-pipped. We have our mushrooms wiped, our chicken fillets are out of package. So the next thing what we're going to do is now we're going to just slice up and crush the garlic, slice the onions and the peppers and the mushrooms and the chicken, and get it ready for cooking. Okay, so vegetables, the process has started and we're getting the vegetables ready. We're going to slice them up now. You can see here our preparation is all done. We've crushed our garlic with our garlic crusher, and we've chopped up and sliced up our mushrooms, we've sliced up our onions, we've sliced up our green, red and yellow pepper, and we've also on a separate chopping board we've sliced up our chicken. So all our ingredients now are ready to start the preparation for the stir fry with the chicken and the vegetables. Okay, we also have our olive oil here, which is an important part of the process as well. Okay, so again, our mushrooms are sliced, our garlic is crushed, our onions are sliced, our yellow peppers, our red, our green peppers are sliced, and our chicken is sliced on a separate chopping board. So the first process of the cooking is we're going to blanch off our broccoli, mange too, and carrots. We have some water here boiled here, so we're going to place our vegetables into the hot salted water, and we're just going to bring them back to the boil. Okay, so the next process is we have a nice hot pan here. Okay, we're just going to add in some olive oil, and what we're going to do is then we're going to start cooking off our chicken. Okay, the process there again, we're going to bring this vegetables back to the boil. We place them in boiling salted water, and we're going to wash them off then, and we're in the process now of cooking, start the cooking process for our chicken. So what we're going to do is we're going to take half of the garlic that we have crushed. We're going to use half of the garlic, and we're going to flavour the chicken with the garlic. So it's very important that we keep storing our chicken for to make sure that it cooks out and it's sealed up properly. Okay, so a wooden spoon is probably the best utensil to use for doing this, as it's safe. It's safer to use a wooden spoon than a metal spoon, because the wooden spoon, the handle doesn't get very hot, where the wooden spoon, I find it just easier to use the wooden spoon and safer. Okay, so we're colouring our chicken there, and we're just going to let that cook away for about 5 minutes. As you can see, our vegetables have come back to the boil, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the heat or the gas underneath the vegetables, and we're going to wash them off. We can see the process starting to take shape now in relation to the chicken. The chicken after 5 minutes, it's nicely sealed off, and it's 5 minutes in to being cooked. So it's very important that you keep storing the chicken. So what we're going to do is now we're going to wash off the vegetables in cold water, and we're going to put the chicken into a dish, and we're going to place the chicken into the oven. So you can see there, we've just placed our vegetables, our carrots, our mange too, and broccoli into a colander, and what we're doing is now we're just washing and cooling down the vegetables, that, you know, we're going to keep them nice and crisp, and we're going to use them later. Okay, so the vegetables are nice and you know, they're washed off and they're nice and crisp. Okay, so we're going to use that veg in the stir fry. Again, you can see our chicken here, and it's more or less, it's nearly cooked. So what we're going to do is now we're going to place the chicken into a dish, and we're going to put the chicken then into the oven just to cook slowly while we're putting the stir fry together. Okay, so we're just going to put our chicken into a porridge dish, and then we're going to place it in the oven then. So there we go, our chicken is in a nice moderate oven, and we're just going to cook it out nice and gently for about another 15 minutes. Okay. The next process now is to start stir frying off our vegetables. We've two nice hot pans here. So we've one that for the mushrooms. We're going to cook off the mushrooms in one of the pans. A nice hot pan here. I'm going to start off our mushrooms in this pan. Okay. And then in the other pan, which we had the chicken in, we're going to fry off the likes, saute off the likes of our onions and our peppers and our garlic. Okay, so we're just going to let that cook away, stir fry away, get all our ingredients into the pans. Okay, so this one we have our peppers and our onions cooking away, and our garlic, and in this one we have our mushrooms cooking away. So we're going to fry off or saute off our raw vegetables. Okay, so we'll just let them cook away. So as we can see here, our peppers and our onion mix and our garlic mix is all cooked off. Our mushrooms is cooked as well, so everything is starting to come together. So we're just going to add in our broccoli, mange too, and carrot mix in with our peppers. Okay, so we're just going to give that a little bit of a stir. Okay, so you can see now everything is starting to come together in relation to the stir fry coming together. So we have all our vegetables more or less all blanched off, ready to go. So we're going to add in our mushrooms into the other pan as well. It just makes it easier using two pans, or if you have a wok and a pan, just so that the process of cooking is much easier, and it's much quicker. So we can see all our lovely vegetables in there. We have our peppers, we have our onions, we have our garlic, we have our mushrooms, we have our carrots, our broccoli, and our mange too. Alright, so that's all ready to rock and roll. It's nicely blanched off, and it's nearly ready for the stir fry. Our chicken is cooking away in the oven. So the last process now is to cook off the noodles. So the next process is we have our water boiled with salt, boiled salty water. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop our noodles into the boiling water, and we're going to cook them out then for about 10 minutes. Okay. In the meantime, we have our black bean sauce. We're going to heat up our black bean sauce. We have our vegetables to one side, okay, and they're cooked off, ready to go. So the last process now is just heating up the black bean sauce and cooking out the noodles, which should take no more than 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, our chicken, after we put our chicken in the oven, our chicken is ready. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start putting everything together now, and we're going to put everything into the bowl and give it a good stir fry. Here we go. We've added our vegetables to the chicken. Our sauce has come to the boil. and our noodles are cooked. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do is now we're going to strain off our noodles and add them then to the dish. Okay, so our noodles are cooked, our sauce is to the boil, our vegetables and our chicken is all mixed, so we're going to start putting it together now for service. As you can see here, we've just added some of the noodles into the stir fry. So what we're going to do is now we're going to add in some of our charmaine, our black bean sauce. We have our black bean sauce, so we're not going to add it in at all, we're just going to add in some. We're going to give it a good stir. So everything we have to work very quickly. We're going to give it a good stir, and then it's ready for service now. Now as you can see, our lovely stir fry is ready. We have all our ingredients in there. We have our chicken, we have our noodles, and we have our mixed veg, broccoli, peppers, mushrooms, onions and garlic. And we've plated it up here on the plate, and we have our chicken stir fry there on the plate. We have some extra noodles there on the side, and we've just decorated the dish just with some mixed leaves. So there we go. There's a lovely dish for you to try. It's a crunchy chicken stir fry with black bean sauce and noodles. Okay, so please have a go, and you see how easy it is to make. So have a go. Why not have a go? Get the ingredients, and if you need to get some help off your parents or your brothers and sisters, have a go. It'll be worth it in the end. Lovely taste.